What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the JC Build a Gym series. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the progress that's been going on with the construction. One big thing that I talked about in the last video was the amount of rock that we hit, which has set us back about 2 or 3 weeks. But we are getting through it. As you can see, we are busting up a ton of rock, and we're about 2 or 3 days out from having it completely out of here. And whenever that happens, everything is going to go really, really quick as far as finishing up the final grade of the building. Right now, on schedule to have the building delivered the 1st of September. So that's pretty exciting to actually be able to start a building sometime in September. I've been getting a ton of questions about like, when is it going to open, things of that nature. I'm hoping for the first quarter of 2026. So that's, sometime between the end of January and the end of March, probably more towards the middle, towards the end of Q1 of 2026. That's the goal right now. So this is one of the things that's been kind of accomplished in the last few days. This is erosion matting. So eventually this will be just a big grass hill. I don't know how much you can tell, watching it on camera, but it's pretty steep. And we were talking about the other day that it'd be cool to have running challenges up this thing. It would not be fun. I'm not sure if you'll catch me doing it, but I would love to sit back and watch some of you guys maybe one day, see how many laps you can do on the hill here.
Fine. I'll do it if you do it.
But this is the first thing that's completely finished is whenever you get the erosion matting down. So this will be about right here is where the back of the gym will sit. And you'll have, 100, the building is 100 by 100. So building will go this way and your parking lot will be in the front. So yeah, it's you can kind of start to visualize where the building sits, where the parking lot's at, how it will be angled, stuff like that. And other than just cleaning it up and hauling all this rock out, we are very close to having that final pad of what the building will sit on. So I'm standing on what is basically the last bit of rock that we have to get out. As you can see, it's already started to crumble. They've started working on it. They have to have the hammer out of here in the next 3 days. So next time that you see the site, next time we do a video, all this will be out of here and it's gonna look completely different. We'll have a layer of rock on the parking lot. So you'll really get to start to visualize what everything's gonna look like. Where I'm standing at right now is actually the storm retention pond. So you have detention and retention. It's something that's required for drainage, for, water to go wherever it, rains hard. There's got to be a place for the water to go. So if one pond fills up, it drains into the next one. Now I got to try to figure out how to get back down. How's that? So I promised in the last video that I was going to share some more design concepts of the new gym and kind of what I had envisioned of what the interior of the gym, when it comes to locker rooms and the equipment, to kind of give you all a pre-visualization of what it's going to look like. And I will be posting some renderings of the interior pretty soon. I would say shortly after this video gets released, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about with the actual design aspects. Is I'm going with a lot of neutral tones. So that's white, black, and then the equipment will be mainly all white with those same neutral tones that kind of complements that. Here in Elizabethton, as you can see, we have a lot of blue, and I've got my own way of subtly incorporating that blue in the new gym without it being on the equipment. I probably won't share that until you see it in person, but it's a really, really cool idea to be able to incorporate the blue. So if you can just picture a lot of neutral, white, black, tan, your accents will be a bronze gold. So, your door handles gold. A lot of stuff in the bathrooms will be gold. Not a yellow gold, but more of that aged bronze gold look. So not in your face yellow, but more of a subtle gold. It's just whenever I started thinking about doing this, it's kind of always what I had envisioned, because I just think that those colors really makes a space look more high-end and more luxury, which was the ultimate goal behind the design. And I'm a firm believer in your environment and your space can really motivate you. So if you're around better people, you're around like-minded individuals that, they've got it together, they know what they're doing, then, that motivates you to be like them or be as good as you can. And it kind of goes with the same aspect that, if you're in a networking space like this fitness, gym that I'm building, and you're around a ton of people that, they have like-minded goals, they want to be healthier, they want to be stronger, they have their head on straight of what they want to accomplish in their life, it'll motivate you to do the same. All right, so on another episode of What's Preston getting himself into today, I've decided that I'm going to run a half marathon. I swear I'm okay. I haven't lost my mind completely yet. At the end of October in Kingsport. So I would love for anybody watching this to join me. Just shoot us a message and we will hook you up with your entry fee. Would love for you all to join me in the training runs. It's 12 weeks from now, so I've just started the training process of it. I've been doing a lot of the runs at the Tweetsie Trail, so I would love to meet you guys and maybe do some runs together. Realistically, like why I decided to even do this is I have never been a runner. Like I've always hated it. Even back when I was in high school and I played sports, it just sucked. And I think that just like a new challenge is kind of what I needed. I kind of got almost bored with my same old routine that I was doing in the gym and stuff. And I don't know, this just set a new bar for me to achieve. I'm telling you this because I'm holding myself accountable by this video. Y'all can roast me if I don't do it and I can go back and watch it. But my goal is to try to complete the half marathon, which is just over 13 miles in under 2 hours. It's definitely not gonna be easy. I'm over 200 pounds right now, I weigh 208. So it's, I'm carrying around a lot more weight than a lot of people that's gonna be doing these runs. I know what you might be thinking, you might lose a ton of muscle or, why are you doing this? And for me, it's really a 12-week prep and it's one race. Yeah, there's a chance that I could lose some muscle. But honestly, with all that I'm eating to have to be able to have the energy to do these runs, and I'm still doing my weight training 3 days a week, it's not gonna be a whole lot. And the benefits that I'll get from it, with cardiovascular health, I think will ultimately be worth it. So nevertheless, that is the new, what I've got my mindset on. End of October, I've got 12 weeks. Hope you can join me. Let's make it happen. So any upgrades coming at the Elizabethton location? Yeah. So most recently, we've gotten the new Star Trek treadmills, which I'm sure you've probably seen by now. Last week, I ordered some new attachments for all of our cable machines, which there's a ton of them. There's some really cool attachments in there that you've probably never seen before, I've never seen before, that I thought would be really good to incorporate into our arsenal. Should have that within the next couple weeks, definitely by the time this video comes out. So let me know if you like it. And if there's anything else that you want, just comment down below. So as you saw on our most recent Instagram post, I am going to be putting a Reformer Pilates studio in the new gym. Why did I decide to use the space for that? It's something that I just really thought the Tri-Cities needed. To my knowledge, I know for a fact there is no Reformer Pilates studio as of right now in the Tri-Cities. I know there's one opening up in Johnson City. We're going to be unique because the type of equipment we'll have is definitely more of a luxury experience. Because it's something that this area hasn't had. I can't imagine that a whole lot of people really know how to do it or how to use the equipment, so I wanted to create a more personalized experience whenever you use it. I would say at first we'll be offering class packs instead of an unlimited. I want people to be able to get the most bang for their buck, and they don't feel like that they're just forking out a ton of money and not using it. So you'll kind of pay to play as you go. I think it'll be awesome. The reformers that I got were recommended to me by my gym design group that I'm using out of California. The owner actually owns his own Pilates studio. I took the recommendations off that, which kind of leads me into what I kind of wanted to tease for the next video. Our next video is actually going to be something a little bit different. It is going to be more of a traditional vlog style where I'm going to take you with me to San Francisco, California.
I got my bags packed.
To meet my gym designers. It'll be the first time I'm meeting them as well. And we're going to visit some of the gyms that they've designed. So you'll kind of get an inside look of, of the equipment that they used, the layout and how they laid it out. So a really cool behind the scenes video will be coming in the next vlog. I'm gonna do a Pilates class myself. I've never done Pilates before. It's probably gonna kill me, but I think it would be smart for me to at least experience Pilates if I'm gonna be adding it into my gym. I'm gonna be able to take you behind the scenes on these gyms that they've designed. But yeah, stay tuned for that. That'll be in the next video. As always, thank you for tuning in and watching these. It really does mean a lot. We hope that you enjoy them. We'll see you on the next video.